I happen to be SillyPseudonym. You happen to be someone watching this video. This game happens to be one Nova Drift. What are we going to do today? I have been wanting to try another salvo run. I've also wanted to try another railgun run. I've been feeling like a long-range weapon build of late. Darts could also fit into that category. Which one? Decisions. I'm just going to literally close my eyes and go, well, that didn't help. That didn't help at all. That still didn't help. Good enough. We're going to try to build a salvo run today. Don't like this early start, however. A lot of very, very annoying enemies that happen to be fairly tough as well. What do we want for a shield? Depends on where we go with this build. If we're going for a more loaded mine build, we might actually want a moderate health shield so we can get conversion. If not, we probably want a tankier shield to help us survive some of the worst waves. Or maybe a temporal shield. Not entirely sold on it for being very survivable, however. Choices. I guess we can always try something like Siphon. Go for the mines? Let's go for mines. Siphon shield is a nice one to have no matter what. Decently tanky, lets you damage nearby enemies. Good against eating other enemies' shields. It's a pretty decent all-arounder. Now, what do we want to go with it? We probably want... I do like heavy caliber mines with splinter, so you get lots of smaller mines, even if the heavy caliber itself does mean we get a few bigger mines. I do think overall going heavy caliber splinter tends to be better. We also, of course, want warp strike. Warp strike will be a big deal for us. What else? Things that increase rate of fire would probably be very nice. Something for survivability, so we'll probably want some armor. Of course, we will need Juggernaut just to unlock Singular Strike, so we will get some health from that. Enemies like this definitely make me want to have a Deadly Wake to go alongside. Oops, I do need to be a little more careful about that, though. There are the mines. I need to turn off auto-deploy, but... go ahead and get loaded mines. Magnitude, we pretty much want all of the magnitude tree. We also want velocity. Debating whether we want terminate more than payload. I think we go payload here. We do want the hull strength for the single strike, but we also want this rapid fire. I guess we should dig into what we know we want right now. Did say I was going to turn off those auto deployments. Oops, not change that language. There we go. Unfortunately, with this kind of build, you do sort of count on getting mine specialization, or you're going to be in a lot of trouble when it comes to the ability to both have a mine on the field and have a mine being built under construction. Because once you get charged mines, you lose one mine capacity, and well, only having one mine total as an option is sort of bad. We want both of these. We want the Splinter and the Juggernaut. I think we take the Juggernaut first. Probably want this Retribution, probably. Greater blast radius is a secondary concern to us. Bigger blast radius would be fine. Maybe burnout reactors would be good. I'd also want this Terminate. Well, let's move down towards that Terminate. We will be fighting Omega soon enough. Need to try to remember that I haven't taken charge mines yet. I need to try to keep a mine always on the field when I have the capacity to do so. That was mean. Thought I would get to keep my shield a bit longer than that. Okay. It's annoying, but we can survive this. Probably. Yeah. Won't be too bad. I'd love that rate of fire increase. I think I want the blitz here. There's the charge shot. I think we definitely take the charge shot. I do want that essence sap, but that is singular strike. I think we take that singular strike quite easily. Only problem is we don't have Splinter, so we're not getting the little mini missiles after the primary missiles detonate. It is a bit of a problem, especially with, as you can see, this enemy, which has all these little mines that it deploys. Just gonna detonate that mine, try to put out another one nearer our good Juggernaut friend here. Without Warp Strike, it's not always going to be all that effective, but it could still do something like that, give us a little bit of a boost from time to time. I do want that charged mine, but I also want this evolutionary niche that will improve our mine effect, which essentially means more missiles from our mines. Let's go for it. We'll take that mine effect. I do want that Splinter, but I also want Warp Strike. And I also want this evolutionary niche. How greedy do we want to be? I say we be greedy. 2 evolutionary niches back to back. That's gotta be worth something, right? Alright, that's fine. I'm just going to stop by in here for a little visit, leave you a little housewarming present, and then I'll be on my way. Mine's still in there. Oh, I spoke too soon. Got most of it, got most of it. Don't have charged mines just yet, so we don't have to worry about our mines charging up before detonation. We can just let them detonate right away, no problem, no questions asked. Kind of rude of you, dear comet friend, but so it goes. Do we want the bravado? That will improve our mine effect even more. Sure, why not? I do want the targeting, but this snipe will unlock eventually, once we get the thrust upgrade down to blink. But it will unlock eventually Warp Strike, which is going to be very, very important for us. On. There we go. Center Strike is pretty decent, but I think I want this Terminate. The rate of fire up is nice by itself, and of course, so is just having the Terminate effect. And we will be fighting Scion soon enough. Don't like this singularity coming in to steal my fun, but so it goes. Take the splinter first. As I said, this build is unfortunately quite dependent on getting mine specialization to really make it go. So if we don't get lucky enough to grab that, well, we'll just have to make do with a still fairly solid build. Feel free to run to my mine anytime. Trying to get them to run into that mine, but can't have everything you want in life, I suppose. Ooh, don't want that, no. You can stay over there. Good shot, Comet, good shot. Take the warpath, that's fine. And definitely take this Deadly Wake. Now all we need is Blink and we can have Warp Strike up and running. Alright, with Terminate here to help us out, we should be able to take care of this fairly quickly, and we do. Fine. Didn't want to spend a reroll, so we'll take the charge mines. It makes our mines much stronger. I need to remember I don't have charge shot anymore. But unfortunately, we can only deploy one mine at a time and can't build one in the meantime, which is a bit of a problem, but not an insurmountable one. Still a problem though, don't get me wrong. I want all of this damage up, but I think I get this blink first just because Warp Strike is such an important part of this kind of build. It's difficult to underestimate it. Now again, we will also be looking for Essence Sap. The Incendiary Strike would have been nice. We could take stuff from the Elegant Construction tree now, Burnout Reactor, that sort of thing. Burnout Reactor would definitely make the pain of only having one mine capacity a little bit less burdensome. But we'll have to take what we can get when we can get it. Oh, I did not expect that comment. Gotta say, you got me there. About the only thing I really want now is the double tap, but I don't want it with our current situation. Now, here's the fun part. I want the Essence Sap for healing, the targeting for, of course, targeting, and we want this Elegant Construction. We probably want to get down to Apex, to Overseer for... We want Apex Machinery, we want Overseer for more mines. How greedy do we want to be? Heavy Caliber would also be okay once we have Overseer, because we won't be firing our own weapons anymore. We'll be relying on our mines to do the heavy lifting. But that is a bit of a problem. That we have to deal with until we are fully on board. We'll see, we'll see. Alright, that's... There we go. Just keep turning in that direction. We'll be fine. We still need so much before we can get this going. This may be suicidal without Essence Sap or Overseer. But we'll give it a shot. We'll give it a shot. Just gonna detonate the mine right there. It's not worth trying. I hold on to it too long. Same for this salvo. It's time we just use this salvo. Alright, we no longer have our own weapons, but we do get the ability to build mines now. Nice to see that they can sometimes hit an enemy. Right, fine, run into the mine. You know you want to. See, what was the fuss about? Not exactly what I planned on happening, but I'll take it. Okay, good, good. Yep, just keep running into the mines. Don't want that. Nope, don't want that. See, no problem, he says as he tries to catch his breath. Sure. Who needs anything like a decent survivability? Or aim. Or warp strike. I can't think of anyone who needs that sort of stuff. Ooh, don't want that. Nope. A little bit closer to this mine, please. Thank you. Much obliged. Not exactly what I was hoping for. I will take what I can get. Now you give me the good stuff. I think we have to take the warp strike here. It's too important for our build. I'd love the absorption. I'd love a mastery. But without warp strike, I think we just die. We need the extra chance for these missiles to hit an enemy. It's just too big. As you can see, it just helps us so much in terms of actually hitting these enemies. I would love that defiance, but that targeting is also pretty important for us. Do need to remember, I don't have essence sap still. Can't even get... Yeah, I don't want to stand there for that part. I'll be over here for now. I do like this rate of fire increase. We don't have to worry about the burst so much since we're a mine build. We fire, and that's it. There's no bursting here. Everything fires at once. When the mine detonates, that's when it fires. I've tried to blink away from that, but didn't quite manage that part. Come on, terminate. That's what you're here for. May need to dig for essence sap if we want any decent chance of survival here. As much as I would like that mastery, we need this. Just to survive. Hope I didn't just overlook something important like a mine specialization. I have done that on occasion. Surely not that often, right? Just a handful of times. But it has happened. Get so focused looking for one particular mod or category of mods, you forget, oh yeah, there's still a few things I'd like to have in this other category over here. Just a few. Armor is nice, but not amazing. Again, I'd like that Defiance, but I think I want this Mastery even more. The Candescence into Burnout Reactor wouldn't be a bad thing either. But I want this extra targeting and rate of fire. So very much. Goodbye, gravity manipulator. Wrong specialization, but this absorption's good enough. Still several other things we'd like, but I'm feeling the need for some extra defense at the moment. We do need it for the burnout reactors, so let's give it a shot. And I suppose it's a little extra damage every now and again. Not a huge amount, but it's some. Didn't quite time that screen wrap very well, but we survived. For now. Glad to see those explosions paying off a bit. Get that self-destruct going and go from there. Need to make sure I place them so they have some time to charge. And glad for the absorption already. Armor's fine. Incendiary Strike is also fine. Do I dig for burnout reactors? I do feel the need to do something like that. Twin Strike is interesting, but not that good. I wouldn't mind Heavy Caliber. Guidance. I'll take a Guidance. Still have far too many of these missiles not quite hitting their mark. Guidance will go a long way to making that better. Nope. Leave me be. That was not exactly how I hoped it would work. But again, we survived, and fine. Did I mention I was glad for the absorption? Yep, just run into that mine. Okay, how do we handle you? That wasn't too horrible. I shouldn't blink into the middle of the attack, though. I should blink around the attack. Basic rookie mistake. Rancor does not help our thrust. Does not help our thrust. Yeah, it definitely doesn't help our thrust, but it doesn't help our charge either, since we're not charging our weapon. It still gives us the plating, the hull, and the damage. It also still gives us the Rancor slow effect. I think I just take this Candescence and hope for burnout reactors. I think that'll be a better long-term investment, though I might have taken Rancor if I just thought, well, I need something here. Happy to see all these rerolls. We'll definitely put that to good use. Only problem with getting these things that slow our weapon velocity down is that sometimes we want to kill enemies much faster. But I do often like the slowdown effect for the velocity just because it means that we have... just teleport once again right into the attack. But it does mean that we sometimes have more opportunities to hit an enemy because slower missiles just have better targeting. More time to adjust their flight plan. Yeah, it can't even speak anymore. Yep. It's an interesting experience because I still feel like I have so far to go in terms of actually being able to coherently talk and record at the same time. It is still, at times, not always, but at times it still feels very foreign to me, even though I've been doing it for a year now, over a year now. I think I have to take this burnout reactors. It greatly increases our assembly speed for our mines, as well as increasing their rate of fire. And the self-destruct damage becomes burn damage, which is fine. It also means that the mines will detonate a little bit sooner since their self-damage is higher, even than with charged mines. Not exactly the best way of handling this, but I'm being a little paranoid. The burnout doesn't happen that fast. That is good to know. I was worried they would detonate too quickly. But no, they seem to be working just fine. Excellent. I'm certainly appreciating the faster construction speed. Okay. Didn't even see that other celestial up at the top. So I suppose it worked out fairly well for us, all things considered. Didn't see some of those tracer rounds either. That's not good at all. I do want that rate of fire up. I do want that incendiary strike, but I think I need this armor. I think I need the armor. I think I need the survivability here. Well, if you want to sit right by the mine that I'm about to detonate in your face, that's fine with me. I will not complain. Stability would be nice, but let's get down to core shielding, shall we? The extra health and armor duration, pretty much always good to have. Don't like it when you detonate my mine when you have the shield still up. Kind of against the very point of the entire exercise, don't you think? Seraph and Celestial, not my favorite combination, but not my least favorite combination. So it has that going for it. And that was a wave 200 done. Not too bad. Welcome back, Seraph. You forget something. Okay, that wasn't completely awful, just mostly awful. Just going to detonate that mine as soon as I could, because no way did I want to be in the middle of that for long. I want both this force armor and the core shielding. Difficult choice, which do I need more? Force armor is 10% hull damage resistance and crash knockback resistance. Core shielding is self-damage resistance, doesn't really matter, but the armor stat duration and a few more hull and shield points aren't bad. I think I go with the force armor here. I think just getting that extra damage resistance is going to be pretty useful. Could be wrong. Oops, forgot my own rule about making sure I already had a mine going. My mistake. Almost to forget again. Wouldn't be good, wouldn't be good at all. Oh, one mine survived. One of the enemy mines, no less. Played with fire too much lately. Hit that rock instead of screen wrapping. That's also less than ideal. Another shot at Rancor, another shot at Incendiary Strike. Incendiary Strike isn't going to be that much of a help, but it will be some help against tougher enemies. And we do have Candescence, so it will be that much more. You leave me be. Calm down. So there has to be more. Somewhere. Somewhere out there. There are more. Watching, waiting, ready to strike. Not the smartest maneuvering, but maybe it'll work out. Yeah, about that. Time to use some rerolls, I think. If I could get down to conversion, that wouldn't be the worst idea in the world, but it's also a good ways away. Bigger blast race wouldn't be horrible. I'd love a mine specialization, hint hint. Hint hint hint. Yeah, core shielding's okay. Not exactly what I was hoping for, but as they say, any crash you walk away from. Oh, don't stay in the middle of it. Yeah, that was my concern. Don't mind me, I'm just trying to collect some experience. Definitely glad we got that core shielding. Thought you were an enemy comment, my mistake. Rushing to intercept you. Probably not a good idea. I hate when those engine trails don't quite stop damaging you, even though they visually appear to have pretty much entirely faded away. Sometimes I don't quite see the difference, and then I take damage for no good reason. Wrong specialization. It's so hard to come up with any more rerolls. Not rerolls, but levels at this point. Maybe I take a grandeur. Hope it doesn't hurt my movement too much. Rebuke is okay, but not amazing. We'll take a heavy caliber. They just don't want to give me mine specialization. They taunt me with everything but mine specialization. Sure. Okay, not exactly what I was hoping would happen, but I'll take it. We took a grandeur and then we shrank back down. Unfortunately, we do keep a bit of the slow effect, but I think it's not too terrible. What do you think you're doing, Hammerhead? Pushing me to the singularity by screen wrapping? It's not the worst strategy in the world, I will admit. It's actually pretty smart. Annoyingly effective, I must admit. You might notice that the enemy rate of fire, movement, all those sorts of things has slightly increased. Just a little. Again, they're going to give me every specialization except. Every specialization except. Decent enough. We'll get some mine effect even if you don't give us mine specialization, game. We'll do it ourselves. Yeah, this is the part where we're going to have trouble. Still, that's wave 300. Oh dear, yeah. But not much past 300. Still, 2.4 million, not too shabby. Especially without mine specialization. Tisk, tisk. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Still, pretty good, pretty good. That's another high score. Oh, yeah, I hadn't thought of a name for this. So, what would be the opposite of specialized? Average is too average. How about the Mario? Salvo. There we are. All but that very top score still in white. Maybe one day we'll find something that can get us past the big snack. But for now, I do thank you all for stopping by.